Nope, you're still cricket. Good morning, it's February 14th. Good day, it's Monday, February 17th. Cheers, it's Tuesday, February 18th, and you are duct taped to a different tripod. My usual thingy that you put on top of a tripod is in my car. I don't feel like going out yet. I do have to leave to go to the dentist, but I'm not ready to do that yet. So I decided that I would film my intro. I have a few things to share with you, and I haven't been on since last week, I guess. I recorded different intros. I had all the best intentions in the world, but it didn't happen. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Shannon Green. Shannon reached out to me sometime this week. Somebody told her about me, and she came to visit on my channel, and she left a comment, and she subscribed, and she sounds like a really sweet woman. And because of that, I've had different people coming to the channel and subscribing, so I really do appreciate that. She's very talented. She's got a crafty channel like we all are about here, but she did a Q&A session, and she's really funny. I liked her attitude. I liked her outlook on life, and you should really go check her out. So thank you, Shannon, and I will post the link down below to her channel. Okay, I have a few projects to show you. I have 2 art journal pages, and I also have a masculine card because I really want to share that with you, because I think a lot of people like myself are struggling with masculine cards, and we often fall into the trap of including either very dark colors or monochromatic combination, and I wanted to challenge myself. I took neon colors to create the card, and it's pretty cool. I really am happy with the end result, and it's funny because now I'm just looking at the footage right now on my computer, and it actually looks like camouflage but with neon colors, so it's good. I'm happy with the card. Anyways, and the other 2 pages, the other art journaling pages, one of them is in the small dilutions, and it's using this fun product called Black Lava. Yes, and I do explain it in the footage that I'm going to include. It's a very, very fun medium. And the other one is another thing that I've been trying and experimenting with. It's Snow-Tex by DecoArt. It's usually made to it's usually used to add, I can't speak. You use Snow-Tex to create fake snow. Obviously, the name says it all. But usually there's a little bit of a glitter to it, and this one doesn't have it. They have 2 kinds. And that was a challenge from Natalie at the store. She says, use this. And I said, okay, but I don't want to create a snow thing. And so what I did is I used it through a flowered stencil. And this thing is really thick, but I was really impressed by how I was able to create this stucco-like finish. It's awesome. It's so textured, and yet it's very grainy, and yet I was able to use it through a very detailed stencil. And then I just sprayed everything with Color Shines by Heidi Swapp. So you're going to see that, and I'm going to insert the footage now. I just finished this tutorial for the store. This is a masculine card, and I absolutely love it. I did that with neon, daubers by Hero Arts. Let me just show them to you. I used the neon green, Tide Pool, and wet cement. This is a nice warm gray, and so I just I first embossed this stamp by Hero Arts. It's called Arrow's Background number S5769, and then I embossed it in black. That's on a piece of white cardstock. And then I just took the daubers and I colored the background randomly. Then I took a baby wipe and I wiped over the embossed areas, and then I heat set that to have the embossing pop once again, because once you put ink it kind of dulls everything, and so by putting the baby wipe it removes the extra ink, and then I used the heat tool again to revive everything so that it's shiny. Then I trimmed around the edges and I matted it on a piece of white cardstock. Added a ribbon. For the sentiment I used this stamp set, and that is called Circles 4x6 by Hero Arts as well. I took this full circle stamp and I inked it up with the wet cement dauber because I wanted a grunge look, and I love how the edges are uneven. Love, love, love that. So I used the wet cement for that, and then I took jet black archival ink and I stamped your special to me. And then inside I gave it another treatment with, again, the same daubers. I just flicked the 3 colors on a piece of white cardstock, and then I stamped Happy Birthday inside. And this makes for a very, very masculine card or a boy card. I absolutely love it. It's a quick project, and you could also do a feminine card. Had I used white embossing powder as opposed to black embossing powder and different colors of ink, make a very feminine card with that. So that was a fun, quick and easy project to make. And if you want to have the step-by-step tutorial, I invite you to go on over to the Scrapbook Centrale's YouTube channel and look for the Your Special to Me masculine card tutorial. This is Black Lava. It's this medium by Liquitex, and it's gray with black particles. Now the gray dries clear, and you're left with this black reflective goodness at the bottom. Look at this. Now obviously this is gold. You can see the gold mixed in there, and for this I used Interference Gold. It's a silks and it's white, but because it's interference, when you mix it with a dark color or when you apply it on a dark color, it turns into this beautiful shimmery gorgeousness. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look how reflective this is. Now, of course, because I'm using silks with the black lava, I decided to use silks for the rest of the page, and my camera just went blue. That's kind of weird. This is a stencil by Memory Box, and this bonsai tree is called, it's a die cut by Spellbinders, and it's called Bonsai Tree. Now, for the title, what I did is I went on the computer and I searched for a Japanese font, and it is called Japanese Style, and I did it with my computer. I printed Invite Tranquility and I sort of highlighted it, much like you see on old Japanese posters or Oriental posters. Love it, love it, love it. This is size 18 if you're interested, and that is the small Dilutions journal. But look how gorgeous the silks shine through. I love it. I used 3 colors of silks for the background. I used Yellow Rose, Ginger Peach, and Spicy Tomato, which are probably my favorite color combination of silks. Oh, and I applied this with a palette knife, and the more you apply, obviously, the more black you're going to retain. You can mix this medium with another glossy medium or any translucent paint, and it will give you an awesome, awesome effect. Love it! So right now my desk is a mess. I just finished filming this tutorial for Scrapbook Centrale, and I used this medium, Snow-Tex by DecoArt. It's this, well, you can't really tell right now, but it's kind of like a stucco-like texture. Very, very grainy. This one has no glitter. Usually people will buy the Snow-Tex with the glitter, but this one doesn't have the glitter. I just want to show you what it does and what it looks like when it's dry. Check this out. Look at that. It's just, oh, look at that. It's really amazing. Now, this was done through a stencil. I used a stencil by Carabelle Studio, which is from France. This is the stencil that I used for the flower and the leaves. Let me show you the leaves at the bottom here because they're fun too. Look at that. Oh goodness, I wish you could just feel this. This is incredible. Incredible. The texture that I got from that Snow-Tex is just to die for. Anyways, so what I ended up doing is first creating my background paper. As you can see here, you see a few flowers in the background. I used a stamp by Stampington & Company, and I stamped it all over a large piece of tissue paper, and this is what it looks like. I stamped all the flowers all over it with jet black archival ink. I laid down Indian yellow hue golden paint on both my pages. Then I glued the tissue paper with gel medium. Then I added some gel medium, but very randomly. I left some spots bare, so on the paper, because then I wanted to layer, and I wanted to have a patchy background. So I wanted to layer and then remove some of the paint and layer some more and remove some of the paint. So when I removed some of that paint with a baby wipe, I was able to reveal dark spots. Like here, you can see here that I was able to go down right to the paint. That's because some of the paper ended up chipping, and that's exactly what I wanted. And I love the different variations of the colors. I also layered some yellow paint, not yellow paint. I also used a bunch of color shines by Heidi Swapp. So I had about 3 or 4 colors on top of that. And then I also colored the flower over the DecoArt, over the Snow-Tex with color shines, and also the flowers. And then I went with the end of a paintbrush, and not the actual bristles, but the end of a paintbrush, and I dipped it in thinned out black paint. And I just, because I wanted sketchy lines, and I just sketched around the flower, I sketched the stem, and around the leaves. And it gives me that nice contrast to the very subdued background. The whole premise of these pages, I had this in my head for quite a while. I knew that I wanted to work with my own tissue paper, because really it's limitless. You can take any stamp that you have, transform that into a nice tissue paper. But I also wanted this dreamscape, like a dreamy look, and this is what is represented here. I don't know if you can follow my idea, but the dream, my dream, or the mood of the dream is represented by this white bubbly paint happening all around. And inside my dream, or out of my dream, comes out this colorful flower landscape. So that's why I wanted the background to be darker than the actual foreground. And the foreground is a whole bunch of paint that I stenciled all around with this stencil, another one by Carabel Studio, with a sponge. And then I went with some thinned out paint, and I just, you know, flicked my my brush over that. So that gives it that dreamy-scape. My daughter thinks it looks like snow, but I still stick to my guns, and I say that this is my dreamscape. And then I just, this is another stamp right here, art by, I think it's, yeah, Stampers Anonymous, this one here, a lot of fun. And then I just wrote art emerges. I wrote emerges from dreams. Isn't that yummy? I mean, that Snow-Tex is just, I wish you could feel or touch that. It's very, I find mixed media obviously is very tactile. For me, it's all about textures and layers and colors, but most importantly, I think it's textures. And I feel bad because my journal now is becoming really, really thick. I will need to have a separate journal for my doodling now, which creates a problem because I have watercolor journals, but they're in a small format. So I don't know if I can create doodles in a small format. By the way, thank you for the nice feedback on the doodling. I really appreciate it. And I did create a playlist on doodling, and of course I will do a lot more on that topic. But I do need to vary. I like to keep a good balance. I like to do different things. As you can see, I do. And you're in my car. I'm literally all over the place today. For some reason my camera decided to shut down, and I didn't know why. I have no idea. I think there was a problem with the card that I've been using for a while. So I changed the card. And hopefully that won't be too shaky for you. But if I don't get this vlog out today, I'm going to be upset at myself. And yes, people, it's winter in Montreal, so we're wearing big scarves. With the wind chill factor today, it's minus 20 something Celsius. I had a comment this week and I wanted to talk to you about that because it was a very good comment, one that actually made me pause and think. Here was the question. It wasn't a question, it was a comment about the doodle video that I posted last. She was saying, I understand how, you know, you can't film in real time and post in real time a doodle because it takes a long time to do. But for herself, she didn't enjoy the sped up version because she felt like she was missing a step or it was going too fast, and she didn't appreciate that fact. Like she wasn't negative at all. She put it really nicely, and I should have read the comment, but I don't have it with me. And she's also she's not too enthusiastic about having music in the background, and it goes too fast, and it's too, you know, she was saying, I think what doodling is should be relaxed and whatnot, and with the music and the sped up action, she didn't like that aspect. And it made me think, it made me pause and think, you know what, maybe she's not the only one. So I want you guys to tell me what you think. I'm trying to find a solution for that. Obviously, not everybody wants to watch an hour and a half video of me doodle. I think that's a little much. But there must be a way to do that. I was also thinking, because the footage is there anyways, would it be overkill for me to post the regular version and the sped up version? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, because I really want to accommodate everybody. I don't know, is this something that you guys want to watch, or am I just putting my resources in something that will only please a couple of people? Just let me know. It was a very valid point, and I enjoyed that comment, because these are things that help us deliver what you guys want in the long run. So don't be shy to ask or post comments like that, because I do read them all, and although I may not comment on every comment, if there is a question, I'll address it, I will reply. And also, if there is a comment like this that touches on, you know, not the content but the way I do videos, then I will definitely think about it. And I'm sorry if you can't see my mouth. This is a hand knitted, not hand, but arm knitted cowl, and I knitted it too long, so I have to go around my head 3 times, which is funny. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm going to get my teeth clean now, and then I'm gonna mess it all up by drinking tea with my friend Judy, because life's about taking risks. Alright. Thanks for watching. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I will see you later. Bye! That was awkward. Everybody's looking at me! Quit looking! I'm not a freak. I'm just a vlogger.